What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, before I get into this news story, I want to talk about consumerism, being a consumer, going out and buying goods that you like and think that it might serve purposeful for you. So you spend the money and expect a quality item in return. What I'm talking about is a lot of you guys that watch YouTube, you see these little infomercials come up, and a lot of times it's with Chat GPT voiceovers, and it explains a great product, and you see something once in a while that you think is unique. I feel as though I seen something that I thought was unique, and I thought it would look good in the studio to replace this mic I got in the back. What I fell for and bit the bait was this. There was a, before I show you this, there was a little quick infomercial ad that showed like a piston clock. And it had a chain that revolved around, and it had a clock face, and it was pretty cool because it was an item that had movement and stuff. I thought it was eye-catching. Today it just came. Now, I don't have nothing against Chinese people or some Chinese products, but this was made in China, and it was delivered today with no return address, no nothing, and they got me, y'all. Look at this. This is what came. Now, supposedly, you plug it in, this turns, and it turns this, but this is not connected to anything. This is simple plastic. It got scratches all over it. It came in a nondescript box, wasn't packed correctly, and the instructions are trash. If any of you see this item and you want to get it as a gift or you want to get it for yourself, do not buy it. Look at the back of it. Look how it came. It came like this. This is a bullshit product. Whoever put this online and was sold it need to get punched in the face. If I drop, it's so flimsy, if I drop that on my carpeted floor right now, it would shatter. Total waste of time. And I fell for it. A lot of other people did too. So I'm putting the word out. I paid $56 for that. Do not buy that product if you see it. Now, let's get into this news, and this is absolutely horrific, and this goes back to what I say. A lot of people need to be shown the flowers. And this guy right here, this sick-looking border collie that you see up here of a human being is one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here is Nicholas Sansauchi, 24-year-old animal from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out Albuquerque. And on April 25th, this guy in a crowded restaurant came across an 8-year-old girl that supposedly was in his way or obstructed his path of movement. And what he did to her was absolutely horrible. Take a look at this.
She received 19 stitches in her neck and chin area, as well as she had a laceration on her hand that they were able to glue shut.
Tonight, the man allegedly responsible for those serious injuries is behind bars. Nicholas Sansauchi is facing multiple charges for reportedly hitting an 8-year-old girl over the head with a beer bottle and then slicing her neck.
The little girl's family says they're still in shock, of course, after all they went through. Let's get over to Alika Medina. Alika, you spoke with the father of the little girl. First and foremost, how is she doing tonight?
Yeah, Tessa, Trevor, Britt and Rose says their 8-year-old daughter is expected to be okay. They say this all still is a shock to them, but they're just relieved the alleged hacker is behind bars.
There wasn't much behind his eyes at that time.
Britt Rose says he saw Nicholas Sansauchi inside Saggio's moments before he allegedly attacked his 8-year-old daughter. That day in April started no different than any other.
We all decided that we were going to go out to eat as a family, and we picked Saggio's. It's a favorite of ours. My daughter asked if my wife would take her to go look at the fountain that's inside of the restaurant, and so they did.
But soon after, he heard his wife yelling.
I heard a loud pop and then some screaming, and then I could hear my wife yelling, "Stop, stop as loud as she could over the entire restaurant.
He says that's when 24-year-old Nicholas Sansauci hit his daughter in the head with the beer bottle, then continued to slice her throat. Rose says people inside Saggio stepped in to help before he fought off Sansauci, but it didn't stop there.
Later, after our original altercation, he did stand back up and he pulled out a knife, which at first I thought he was maybe trying to use against me, but quickly I could tell that his attention diverted and he was looking back over towards my daughter. So I wanted to make sure that I could get in between him and her.
Rose says they confronted Sansauci about the incident.
After he got up, he could say is that she got in my way.
The little girl got 19 stitches and is expected to be okay. Rose says he has no words for Sansauci. But District Attorney Sam Bregman says he will make sure he doesn't get away with the crime.
It is so disturbing. The idea that you go to a family pizza parlor and your 8-year-old is attacked.
Bregman says Sansauci could face many years behind bars if found guilty.
That individual was indicted for first-degree child abuse, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He's facing 22 and a half years. And if he's convicted of that child abuse, that's a mandatory 18 years.
Rose says he's thankful his daughter's okay and for the people that stepped in to help his family. Tessa, Trevor, back to you.
Absolutely disgusting and horrifying. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If that was my child, they would be needing a coroner van. They wouldn't be needing no police. Did you see them horrific scars? He cut all of this open in that. Then he tried to come at her with a knife. All of this, and it says court documents stated Sansauci accused the 8-year-old girl of being in his way in a crowded restaurant. Now they saying this place is a local restaurant out there in Albuquerque, and it's a Mexican restaurant. Said they like going there as a family. Let me just say this real fast. Did you hear the guy? Oh, this right here. First of all, why wasn't he charged with attempted murder? That's a child. Why wasn't he charged with attempted murder? He tried to cut her throat out. He hit her with a beer bottle like it's a Clint Eastwood movie. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Said he faces, a minimum of 18 years to 20-something years. Fuck that. You caught him. You know it's him. Dispatch him immediately. That girl has psychological issues from that. I can guarantee you. All types of issues where, she got some type of PTSD and it might affect her for the rest of her life as she's growing in the age. You see all them stitches? Your wife, can you imagine being in a restaurant, fellas? You go out for a night. People decide where to go. Little girl want to go see the fountain. Of course, you waiting for the seating. Mother go and take her. Then you hear your wife screaming at the top of her lungs in fear after somebody attacks her child, your child. Come on, man. Come on. I don't see how society allows these lunatics to do this stuff and not give them no street justice. Because I'm going to be honest, white or black, if I had seen that and seen he did that, I would have lost my shit, and that kid ain't even mine. I can only imagine the horror after that had happened of what those people went through trying to stop the bleeding and calm this child down for just being a child and being attacked viciously by a stranger. It's just how it is now. This guy's 24 years old. And you can already look at him and tell something's wrong with him. You stabbed the baby because the baby got in your way? Fuck you think you are? But this is how it is now. Now he'll face some time. And because it's all about money in the justice system, they'll give him a deal. He might do 9 years at the most, when he shouldn't see no more days or sunrises or sunsets. Because after he was caught, they need to have a specialized unit that comes out, grabs you, puts you in a van, and you're never seen again. Erase you off this planet like you tried to do somebody else. He's 8 years old. How is she your enemy? Can't stand it. I understand it. You walk through a restaurant, and then the thing is, these people that do this type of stuff have so much nerve that They only have tunnel vision in what they want to do in decimating somebody, and they do it in public and don't even think twice about what can happen to them or the repercussions of attacking a child knowing parents are around. And that's the problem I have. You got too many people out here that think they stand on top of the earth and everything revolves around them, including the universe, to where they can do whatever they want and they play God, when they need to be shipped to the afterlife immediately. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Human beings are not what they used to be. And America, like I told you, is continually descending into being a shithole. See you in the next video. Take care.